Hi students, welcome to my channel. See, I am giving a video of 9th standard and I am starting unit 4 of English subject, and this is poem Please Listen, which is written here by unknown poet. Here poet asks what is the difference between hear and listen. According to me, the difference I am telling that hear means to be aware of and listen means try to understand or give attention carefully. Let's start now a stanza. What is saying by here our poet? When I ask you to listen to me and you start giving me advice, you have not done what I asked. The poet tells us, listen to him. And giving him advice means everybody would listen to everyone's problems calmly instead of giving advice. Second stanza. When I ask you to listen to me and you begin to tell me why I shouldn't feel that way, you are trampling on my feelings. Trampling means worthless. When the poet asks them, listen to him, and everybody begins to tell him that the poet shouldn't feel that, means the poet is always confident. What he will search out solutions or reasons behind his worthless feelings, and then poet will be able to solve their problems by himself. Okay, now next, when I ask you to listen to me and you feel you have to do something to solve my problem, you have failed me, strange as that may seem. Means poet here tries to tell to everybody that he is able to find out, or he will search out solutions and reasons behind worthless feelings, and then he will be always able to solve whatever problem comes in his path. Now next, listen. All I ask is that you listen. Don't talk or do, just hear me. When the poet asks the listener or everybody to just listen, don't talk or do, just hear it. Just hear. Okay. Advice is cheap. 20 cents will get you both Dear Abby and Billy Graham in the same newspaper. The poet says that advice is cheap because everyone is willing to give advice. The poet tells to them, you had to write to newspaper with your problems. And you could get advice from the columnist. Okay, so you had to give spend just 20 cents to buy the paper. Okay, and I can do for myself. I am not helpless, maybe discouraged and flattering, but not helpless. Faltering, but not helpless. Faltering means uncertain. Okay, means here poet what is saying? Poet is saying to us that poet says that he is not helpless. He is always, means maybe discouraged and uncertain. He is not helpless, discouraged and uncertain. So poet is aware of his shortcomings or problems, when someone does something for him, he can do by himself. Okay. Mm, means the poet thought that helper is contributing to poet's feelings, okay, fear, and all. That means infinity. That's all given in next stanza. When you do something for me and I need to do for myself, you contribute to my fear and inadequacy. Inadequacy means inferiority. Inferiority means poet is aware that someone does something for him and he can do by himself, and then that helper is contributing to poet's feelings of fear, inadequacy means fear or inferiority. But if someone accepts or accepts, see, someone accepts it. Okay. Next answer. But when you accept as a simple fact that I feel what I feel, no matter how irrational, then I can stop trying to convince you. Irrational means illogical. Means here one, when, but someone does something for him, he can do by himself, then that helper is contributing to poet's feelings of fear or inadequacy or inferiority. But if someone accepts a simple fact, that poet feels irrational. Only then the poet can stop trying to convince that person and something that irrational feelings. Okay. Now next stanza, what is saying here by poet? See, uh, and get about his business of understanding what's behind his irrational feeling. And when that's clear, the answers are obvious, and I don't need advice. See, and when means all that irrational feelings were come out of searching the irrational feelings, and when reasons clear to him, this irrational feeling, then answer becomes unclear, obvious, unclear, and then didn't need anyone's advice. Means poet didn't need advice. Okay. Then irrational feelings make sense when you understand what's behind them. Means such irrational feelings, when you noticed here, uh, only when we understand what reason behind it. Okay. Perhaps that's why prayer works sometimes for some people, because God is mute and He doesn't give advice or try to fix things. Then poet says God just listens to us silently, calmly when we pray, and then lets us work out ourselves. Right? God doesn't give advice or try to fix things, but um, person finds its own answers. A person gets his own answers. Okay. Then God just listens and lets you work it for yourself. So please listen and just hear me. And if you want to talk, wait a minute for your turn and I will listen to you. Okay. Means in end the poet tells everybody or people just listen to him and to just hear him out. And he says that if listener wants to talk, wait for a minute for their turn, and then poet listen to them or him. Okay, so this poem is written by author unknown, means we don't know who is written it. An anonymous author is here, anonymous poet is here. So through this message we are getting, the poet says that we must only listen and not to try to form replies in our own mind, just not, and show correct expressions. Thank you very much, students. And even if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and click on all button for getting new notifications. Thank you once again.